G'day Warbanders, and today I want to do another reaction video, this time for Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. Haven't covered Bannerlord in a long time, and there's a reason. I've been burnt out on Mountain Blade for quite a while, but this mod that I reviewed actually a couple of years ago still hasn't come out. Like, I looked at the gameplay footage, and they just released 10 days ago some Siege gameplay, and it just looks stunning. Like, it came up my feed, I'm like, oh my god, this Bannerlord mod actually looks promising. And if you don't know what it is, it's Dell'Arte Della Guerra. I can't pronounce, is that Spanish or Latin? I don't know, but it's a 15th century mod, and this is like a recreation of a certain siege in England. And it looks very promising. I thought I'd just analyze the footage because this is special. We haven't gotten a fully historical mod for Bannerlord yet that covers that sort of late medieval period where you have, you know, longbows and like full plate armor, you know, which Warband, like Mountain Blade Warband, was mainly about, which was plate. But in Bannerlord, we have, you know, more 1066 type armor, like, you know, not, you know, late Middle Ages sort of combat. But we'll take a look. And again, I'm already loving the opening scene with the knights. You can see in the background there's a whitewashed castle, and that's pretty people don't understand this, but castles back then, they were in that color. So, like, some of them, they were whitewashed and they looked more beautiful than they did, because today they look like ruins, right? But back then they had them whitewashed and made them look very stunning. And I'm glad they got that detail. As you can see a few longbowmen, you know, with I think it's a sallet or a kettle hat, either one. And you also have this dude, the Warhammer, which just, it looks accurate to me. All the armor just looks great, and you can see the heraldry in the back near the gatehouse, and I can tell that the mod creators aren't fooling around. And you can see that they've modified the archery to be a bit more slower, because in Bannerlord it's like machine guns, okay? Like bow and arrows are way too overpowered in Bannerlord. Now there's a good reason for that. The longbow, yes, was a powerful weapon. From what I've seen from videos, and like, you know, it couldn't penetrate armor. Like it could, like in the weak spots probably where the mail was, but that's it. So it's glad that they're showing sort of, you know, longbows is not powerful. It's just my main observation there. As you can see, we can see this full plate knight. He just looks decked out with a warhammer. And you can see them going up the ladder and all that. Now this mod's perfect for Bannerlord, with the sieges and all that. I wonder if he's going to go up the ladder. Yeah, historically, going up the ladder, being the first man on the ladder, is just a death sentence. Don't know how you encourage someone to do that. Again, they got the, maybe they changed the I don't know, the graphics just look amazing. And it's very rare that we get something like this, like a game that shows that sort of late medieval period. I don't know of any other games that show this. Yeah, we got a typical Bannerlord gameplay. Again, I love the flags. I love the different types of colored surcoats and all that. That's accurate to me. Because people forget that sort of this late medieval period, it was very colorful with lots of, you know, different devices and sort of heraldry, you know, all these different colors, right? And I like the detail of those shields with the cross on them. It's like pretty nice. Oh my god, that castle looks so beautifully modeled. That gatehouse. Maybe I don't know. is like this. I think there's some vanilla assets, but they also have some new assets as well. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see if they turn all the castle into like a whitewash sort of thing, but you know, I want to see the combat. Right now, and it's like a sort of skirmish phase. I love the bridge. Oh, look at those feathers. That's what people miss. They had feathers on top of their armor. It just looks so epic. Like, you can tell that like the mod creators, they put a lot of effort into this. I mean, oh, they're already up the ladders as well, which is interesting. And I always find Bannerlord Siege is a bit clunky, but in this it looks pretty smooth. Maybe they changed it, I don't know. I want to see that Warhammer in action. Because that weapon right there is the most deadliest, you know, real weapon that you can have. Like really, it just does lots of blunt force trauma, and also has a hook that you can, you know, it's just, that's a deadly weapon. And hopefully that's represented in the game of like how powerful that weapon actually is, the Warhammer. And they're in. And I think, guys, like if I was to get back into Bannerlord, it'd be like for this mod. I'm hoping they have a campaign of some sort. Yeah, I love the immersion, eh? Like, I'm hoping that the spears here, they're like useful, because in Bannerlord and Mount Blade Warband, spears are just trash. I'm hoping that these spears are actually like been tuned to be useful, because spears are historically one of the most used weapons in medieval warfare, and it's a shame that the Bannerlord devs just have no concept of that. Yeah, I want to see the carnage that happens. They're almost in. Oh, they're already in. I can see the other dudes in there. Oh, they're doing some camera work. Man, this looks amazing. I can't wait for this, eh? The problem with this mod is that, you know, they haven't released it yet. Like, they've shown snippets and they don't show much gameplay. Like, this is the first time I've actually seen or heard from them, the developers for Dell'Arte Della Guerra or whatever. And it's looking good, but I want to see some campaign gameplay. The cam. Oh, he's even punching. What happened there? Did he drop the poleaxe? Or the Warhammer? Oh, so he hit the enemy and it dropped the Warhammer. That's an interesting mechanic they seem to have added. And as you can see, in true, like, they've actually made armor powerful, because in Bannerlord you can just swipe people and kill people, like people in armor, with 3 hits. But in this game they're actually going for, I mean, in this mod they're going for the more realistic sort of look or feel in the combat, which is armor is, you know, powerful. Because if you're a fully armed in plate armor, you're not gonna, it's very hard to penetrate that in real life. And there's sort of some stumbling in the game as well. It's nice. Again, in Bannerlord, if that was a real hit, like, you're dead. Like, it only takes 1 or 2 hits in Bannerlord. Vanilla Bannerlord to die. And it's great to see that an actual knight is acting like a knight, you know. And I love the use of pole arms, because that's pretty accurate with a lot of pole arms. Because yeah, a lot of people get this wrong about medieval games, is that the levied soldier wasn't untrained. They were peasants, but like they weren't like, you know, untrained people. They, you know, they train the background, you know. They aren't useless. They can do some damage. You know, if you have your farming implement and you walk around and you hit someone with that, that's going to cause some, you know, damage, you know. And he did it again where he stabbed with the hellbar, the spear, whatever, and it did like no damage to him. Because, you know, historically, if you're wearing full plate armor and you don't hit like have a good thrust, like where the weak points are, it's kind of, you know, hard. In Bannerlord, they have to abstract it to where it's like it does like some damage, but not enough. You have to like sort of time it right. So I've assumed they've tweaked the combat a lot for Bannerlord. Again, the halberds and spears. Oh, that's nice. He knocked the spear out of his hand. That's a nice detail. And he's brought out his sword, which is, you know, a personal sort of combat weapon, which is what you pull out when, you know, your main weapon has, you know, sort of broken, I assume, or, you know, get into those sort of close quarters areas. Because, yeah, people get the wrong idea that swords are like the main weapon in the Middle Ages, but it's apparently not so. Because pole arms are superior. From what I've looked at, again, I don't claim to be an expert in medieval history. I'm more of a 19th century person, but you can see that they've taken the time to, you know, learn the history. Again, it's your typical Bannerlord gameplay with sieges. You know, you're going to be attacking on multiple, you know, walls and stuff like that. Yeah, you got some longbowmen there. And I'm wondering if we're going to be seeing like more than, you know, English versus English. Are we going to see like French knights? We're going to see some Byzantine soldiers. Interesting to see. Mind you, this is in the 15th century, so Byzantine Empire might be gone by then. As you can see, you have to do multiple hits to kill someone in armor, and I like that. I can't overstate like how much the Bannerlord devs dropped the ball in this one with making armor feel like shit, you know. And you see some bucklers as well, which is nice. Some little shields. And all these little details, you know. Because a lot of mods I've seen in Bannerlord, they have like this uniform sort of look to them, like with the soldiers. But in this mod, everyone looks kind of different with different, you know, surcoats, different helmets, different, you know, everything in some areas. So it's I'm pretty interested to see that they've changed it up on the troop trees, it seems. Unless they're different, you know, maybe, I don't know. But everyone just looks varied and it's nice. And here we got close combat in the tower. Oh, what's that? Is that smoke? And that's the gameplay, guys. Again, this is an underrated mod. It has only like 25,000 or so views, and I think this is like the best Bannerlord mod I've seen so far. Like, sure, you have Game of Thrones, but Game of Thrones is not based on the books like the mod for Game of Thrones. It's not. I'm more of a book person, so I'm not interested in this TV show version. And I think so far, from what I looked at, I think this is the best mod. Okay. For like an overhaul type thing, you know, this is the best sort of production value, I would say. But yeah, I'm interested to see if they actually release the mod. Again, I'm a bit late to the party, December 26th, but hopefully you see something in 2025. They actually have a Discord server, so check that out. Again, I think I'll come back to Bannerlord when this mod releases. Dell'Arte Guru, or whatever it is, right? It's 15th century mod for Bannerlord. And this is, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's my sort of first, not my second look, I would say, at this mod. I thought it died. I genuinely thought this mod was kaput, but now they've come back. And it seems like they're still working on it. And yeah, I give them full credit. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video again. Please like and subscribe. I'm nearing 1,000 subscribers. I'd appreciate it if you do enjoy these breakdowns and comments, that you know, continue to watch my content. And yeah, see you guys. Bye.